Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? I just have to tell you guys, I'm a little freaked out right now about what just happened. So, I was getting ready to turn on my camera to start vlogging, and I was sitting here and I was listening to this Sirius Radio Christmas channel, Jazz Standards and Classics, 73 Holiday Traditions. Right now it's playing Burl Ives, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but before, I can't even remember what it was playing. But anyway, I was sitting here and I was listening to it, and then I turned it down to start vlogging, right? To reach over to my camera. And I was sitting here for a second and I was just kind of like thinking and like, you know, in my head for a second. And all of a sudden, like I looked, and before I had turned it down, it was the Christmas music, right? And I think it was like the Ray Conniff Band or something like that. But anyway, or maybe it was Henry Mancini, it doesn't matter. But anyway, but it like went all the way down, or I had turned it all the way down so there was no volume on it because I was getting ready to start vlogging. And then I was sitting here, and then all of a sudden, the volume, I was sitting here literally like this, okay? Both hands on the steering wheel, and I was looking at it, and when you look at, okay, so, I can't show you right now, but like I have a computer screen, like, well, you know, it's like a screen for my radio, and it shows like the album cover that it's playing, because right now it just switched to the Carpenters' Old Holy Night. So it's like the cover of the Carpenters' Christmas album, and then it says like Jazz Standard Classical, 73 Holiday Traditions, Carpenters' Old Holy Night, and then across the top, it has like all of my channels, and then on the side to the left, it says AM, FM, and Sirius, right? And then on the bottom, it has all the controls and everything. The whole thing's all computerized. Well, at the top is where the volume is. So when you have the volume all the way turned down, you just don't see anything there. But if you turn it up like this, it starts going, it shows the volume like a horn, and then it starts turning up like on orange. Well, I was sitting here and I was getting ready to start vlogging, and all of a sudden the volume started going up like progressively, and all of a sudden, and it was this weird sound. It was like, it sounded like a guy talking, but it was like really like warbled, and it was like, and I was like so freaked out, and I'm like looking because I'm thinking, well, maybe it's on like an AM station or something. That's what it sounded like. And I'm looking, and it's on SM, it's like, it says SXM, Sirius Radio. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, what is going on? And I'm like sitting here, and I'm like, what is going on? And I like turned it up, and it's still saying, you know, like whatever, the Ray Conniff Band or whatever that I was listening to, like it should be the Christmas music. And it's like getting louder and louder and louder. And then all of a sudden it went back down to nothing. And then I turned the volume back up, and it was the Christmas music again. It was the weirdest thing, you guys. I don't know, like I feel always kind of like some kind of weird spiritual presence when I'm doing my vlog. I don't know why. I get comments all the time that you guys see orbs when I'm doing the vlogging and stuff like that. Yesterday, even, I got like 2 comments. I think one of them was from Jordan, and Jordan said, did you see the orbs around Peter? Just like, I think it was my right shoulder or something. And I always go, it was like 23 minutes and something. I always go and I look when people say that, and I never see it. I can never see it for myself what people are talking about. People say it a lot, like in my, on my drama videos, my Peter Monn channel too. They'll see like, say like, oh, did you see something floating in the air at such and such thing, like orbs and whatever. I never see that stuff on my channel. So, or any of my channels, when I go back and somebody just said something about it on my review video the other day. Anyway, that was the start of my vlog. A very creepy start to my vlog at 5:29 a.m. I went to bed tonight at about, it was like 11:20 something, and Alex was going to sleep because he's got some work stuff he has to do tomorrow. So I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep with him for like an hour. I'm gonna sleep for like an hour and then get up and vlog. And I just, of course, kept on hitting the snooze button and hitting the snooze button, hitting the snooze button. So I know I promised you guys a long vlog tonight, but it probably won't be super long. I have no idea how long it'll be right now. But anyway, what was I gonna say? I'm weirdly kind of awake right now. I got up about an hour ago and took the dogs out, and I was kind of just doing some stuff around the house, like in the kitchen and stuff, putting some packages together that I had to mail out. And doing some other kind of stuff. But anyway, so I'm kind of weirdly awake, and then I was really thirsty for water. Somebody sent me this cup. I love this cup. I have a couple of these that people have sent me, and I use them for water. I think they're so great for that. So I filled it with ice cold water, and it has a little straw too. These are great Christmas presents, by the way. I would highly recommend these for Christmas presents. I think they're called Beasts. I think that's why people send them to me, because they always come in these boxes that say Beast, but they're great, you know. I wish I had saved one of those, because I have to mail out that Starbucks cup, and I'm trying to find like a good box to send it out in. So anyway, what was I gonna say about today? Oh, I know what I was doing earlier too. When I was a kid, a little funny story for you. My mom, she had a lot of different purses. So she would, or not a lot, she had you know, she had several purses. And every once in a while she would like change her purse out, or she would like trade purses. I guess this is, you know, something people do. And I always thought that looked like so much fun. Like I always wanted to like trade purses, you know, like put all my stuff from one person to another. I know this is totally corny. Trust me, I understand that. But anyway, I have all these fanny packs, and I only ever use that Champion fanny pack. So today I was doing a review of lip balms that people had sent me. And I have like this hippie bag, I think it's like from Guatemala or something. It's like this beautifully woven bag that I have underneath my kitchen counter or kitchen cabinets. And I keep like all of these just some of them. You guys, I have literally containers full of lip balms. And so, like in all reality, I don't ever need another lip balm. So it's very nice when you send them to me, but I really, in all honesty, I don't need any more lip balms. So I keep them all in this bag, right? And then like I'll go in there and I'll like pull some out, you know, whatever. And like if we're gonna go to like a concert or whatever, I'll like take some with us or whatever. And like Alex takes some out of there so that he uses them. So anyway, I keep all of them in there. The Treat Beauty ones that I've ordered, ones that I've ordered, ones that people have given me, things like that. So anyway, I pulled it out, the bag tonight, because I wanted to pull some out. And underneath it was this fanny pack. This super dry fanny pack. I don't remember when I ordered this. I think I may have ordered it on, I just zipped it and messed up the zipper. But I think I may have ordered it on Amazon, but I don't think so. I hope I did not bust the zipper. I cannot get this thing closed or open now. I'm gonna have to pull in somewhere and see if I can fix this zipper. Oh, there, I got it. Okay, so anyway, I don't remember buying this. Probably somebody else will remember on here and tell me where I bought it, so thank you in advance. But it's a little bit bigger than the Champion one, and it's really nice. Let me show you. It's like, so it has this little kind of like shoulder thing to it, so I can just like carry it like a bag, like, you know, like a purse. Like, it's nice. So anyway, and it has an inside pocket, which I absolutely love. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna change purses tonight. Change purses, trade purses, I was saying, change purses. So I went in here, and because that Champion one, which I love, it's a great fanny pack. It's kind of like getting dirty now because it's the winter, and I literally carry it with me everywhere. Like everywhere I go, take that thing with me, like a bag, like a purse. So inside in here, I have the inside pocket, which I love, and I have my wallet in here in the inside pocket, and I have the extra battery for my camera. So that way it's real easy to find those two things. I love a little inside pocket, inside a bag, or like a backpack, or a fanny pack, or whatever. And then I put in this, the Laneige pear that I had found, and the Motrin for my headaches, and then I have gum, because I constantly chew gum, because I'm really weird about having to have good breath all the time. And then I have the Manny MUA lip stuff, and then I have the coffee from Treat Beauty, or Arthur Beauty. And then I have this hemp lip balm that is like my favorite. And then I put this in there, and I don't know why, because this doesn't belong in there, because this is for filming videos. And then, and I think it's Allison that sent this to me, this new, look at this. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? I did the review today in my review video, and I'm so in love with this. She emailed me after I put it in my, and it tastes so good too. This is strawberry, and she also got me vanilla. I actually want to make sure. So that's my new, like, fanny pack bag. Isn't that so cute? I want to make sure that I shout out the right person. She emailed me because she saw, because I said in my drama video, I was like, if you're the one that sent this to me, please let me know, blah, 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 blah. Let's pull in here to this little neighborhood, and I will look. Dun, 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 dun. Alicia. So thank you, Alicia. I really appreciate it. I'm in love with those. They're so cool. So what did I do today? Well, let me tell you that, okay, so I'll just go through my day. What did I do today? Why can't I think of my day today? I got up. Remember what well, I had to deposit some money that I won at the casino the other night, so I had to do that. It wasn't tons, but I won a little bit of money, so that was nice. So I had to deposit that, and then I went and got Starbucks and got my coffee for the day. And I talked to all of them in there. They were all in there, Josh and his boyfriend Jacob, and then the manager of the store, and then this other guy that I know that works in there. They were all in there, so I was like talking to all of them, and because there was like nobody in the line behind me, and so I just sat there for like 5 or 10 minutes and just talked to them. And then what else did I do? What did I do after that? I feel like I can't even think about my day. And then I went to the post office because I had to mail some stuff. What did I do after that? I didn't go to Meijer. I cannot think, you guys. I've lost my mind. And then I came home. Did I? It was kind of a lazy day today, in all honesty. And I made 2 drama videos. I made one about James Charles doing this announcement of this like beauty competition thing that he's going to do, which I actually think is a really cool idea. And then I did the other one about Jaclyn Hill's launch of her new makeup line. And then I did, and then I did the reviews of all the lip balms. And then I thought that the battery that I had in my fanny pack was fully charged. And when I got done with the lip balm, thank God it let me get done with that. When I got done with the lip balm review, I put the battery back in there. I was like uploading that video, and I went to sit down to do a Peterisms video, and I was going to talk about like on a good day, what I do, like my nighttime ritual. Over there, like, because I talk a lot, you know, about like in the mornings, like doing my prayers, doing my meditations, positive affirmations, and all that kind of stuff. But like on a good night, like what do I do? And I don't always do it, you know, like, but like when I'm like feeling the most peaceful and the most serene, like what is it that I do leading up to that? So I might talk about that on here in a second, but I'm going to go into like, you know, because, okay, so well, I'll just talk about it on here right now. You know, like back in the day, what I would do is, like on a good, and I still do this some days, but most nights I don't. But on a good night, like I will come upstairs and, well, I used to do, so I used to sit at the desk, or like we have this, you know, big dining room table, and part of it's my desk and part of it's Alex's. That's why we have it split in half. And I would sit there and I would do a gratitude list every single night. I feel like I need to start doing that again. And I would do a gratitude list every single night. And I would write them down, and then I would read them out loud. And I would literally write, like, I am grateful for, and it would be like individual things that had happened that day. I think I'm gonna start that tomorrow. Maybe I'll start that again. and then I would read them out loud. Then, well, I would come in from vlogging, and at that time, I think I was also like starting to like render my vlog at night. I don't do that anymore. I do that in the mornings now. I just kind of have it like, I get up and that's the first, after I let the dogs out, I put my video into the computer and I start rendering it. So then, I would come in and I would like start rendering my video, and then I would take my medicine, because I have to take my medicine for my epilepsy in the mornings and the evenings before I go to bed. So I would take my medicine, and then I would start rendering the video, and I would put the computer away, because that take like well, now see, this is with my new computer, when I went from like a Mac Air to like a MacBook Pro, like it literally, like before it would take like an hour to render the video, it now takes like I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like maybe 5 minutes for any length of video. Like, it's crazy town how quick like it renders a video and uploads a video on there. Like, if you're looking at a computer and you're looking for the difference between a MacBook Air and a MacBook Pro, I'm telling you right now, invest the difference and get a MacBook Pro. It is night and day. The only thing is that I really like the MacBook Air because it's like lighter to carry and stuff like that, right? But like the speed of it is, and maybe it was just because, I was gonna say maybe it was just because that, like, my computer was like almost 2 years old or whatever, but I don't remember it ever running that fast. So anyway, and then there's this like line of trees right here, and it always is so spooky to me. I always think that there's gonna be somebody just like standing there in the middle of all those trees. I'm gonna lock my door while I'm thinking of it. So anyway, what was I talking about? Now I don't remember. Oh, so I would come in and I would take my medicine, and then I would like, well, okay, so what I would do is I would come in and I would like put the memory card in the computer, and I would start like uploading it, and then I would let the dogs out, and then once the dogs came back inside, I would render the video and then plug it into the kitchen so it could charge overnight, the computer, and then I would go and I would take my medicine, and then I would sit down and I would do my gratitude list, and then I would read my gratitude list out loud, like right there. I mean, it takes a little bit of time, which is why I don't do this stuff as much anymore, but when I did do all of this, I mean, and I'm gonna give the quick version on here tonight, and then I'm gonna like do a longer video about it on my Peterisms channel, but when I did do it, I mean, I was so spiritually fit before I went to sleep, and I just felt so peaceful every night, and I still do. Like, I still go to bed, and I feel very peaceful and things like that, and I typically do my prayers and whatever, but like, I don't do all of this, you know, and I'm very much a believer that like you get out what you put into something. And so if you want to be the most peaceful and serene, why wouldn't you do this stuff all the time? But it was like when I finally, like, it got me through like tough times when I had a lot of stress and anxiety in my life. And once I got through the stress and the anxiety, you know, or the sadness or whatever, the tough times, then I didn't feel like I needed to do it as much anymore. But why not? Because these are tools and these are skills. You wouldn't stop doing it just because, do you know what I mean? And like, I think we all do that, and I definitely have done that. So I need to get back into the rituals of what I did before I went to bed at night. So I would do the gratitude list, and then before I started any of this, I would look at my phone, because this is when my counselor and I, like, this is like about a year and a half ago, my counselor and I had come up with the fact that I was only gonna get on social media a couple times a day. I've talked about that on here. So I would get on social media for one last time. I would look at Instagram, I would look at Twitter, I would check any emails I needed, I would check, you know, like things I wanted to look at on, you know, like numbers on YouTube or whatever, but I would check it one last time, and then that was it, okay, before I started any of this, so that my mind was clear going into it, and I kind of left that there. And sometimes I would ask like myself, like, are you ready to move forward? You know, like, if I would see something that like upset me or whatever, I'd be like, okay, you know, are you ready to move forward? And so like I do in the morning, like, are you ready to like move forward with your day and like pick up the phone? So then I would start all that stuff. And then after I got done with my gratitude list, I would write it all out and then I would read it out loud to kind of affirm it and hear it to myself. So I would say, like, I am grateful for ... You know, like, let's say something today that happened that, what's something today that happened in my life that I'm really grateful for? I used to just, like, be able to see, this is part of the problem too, you know, it's like, I used to just, like, whip this stuff off all the time, like, be able to just, like, whip it off, like, you know, left and right. I don't know, I had, like, a really great cup of coffee today. It was really fun talking to all of the baristas at Starbucks, you know, like, I got 2 videos done on my Peter Monn channel today. Alex and I got to laugh at the end of the day. We were, like, laid in bed laughing about some stuff, and, you know, we had kind of a sweet moment with the dogs tonight, you know. I mean, there was just so many moments of gratitude throughout the day today. I had a really great conversation with an old friend, you know, that was one of the things. You know, it's just stuff like that. So I would say them and then I would read them out loud. Well, then on my way upstairs, I would get on my knees on the steps and I would do my prayers. And back then, that was super important for me to get on my knees and do my prayers. It's not as important for me to do that to be on my knees anymore. And I kind of go in and out of feeling the importance for that. Sometimes, I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes I feel like it is important to me and sometimes I feel like it's not. Right now in my life, I feel like my higher power hears me wherever I am. And I believe a little bit more in having a conscious conversation with my higher power than I do feeling like I need to be on my knees. But I will tell you the one thing that it did was when I was on my knees, it very much focused me about what I was doing for that moment. Like, it was very much, like, I didn't get on my knees to pray out of some, like, because I'm not a religious person, I'm a spiritual person. So there was no religious connotation to it whatsoever. It was really more just of, like, a meditative stance for me to be super focused and balanced when I was doing that. And I did seem to feel more clear-headed and balanced in my prayer when I was doing that. And I am a believer in prayer. I am somebody that really, truly does believe in prayer. At least with my relationship with my higher power. That's just me. You don't have to believe in that. I respect people's beliefs or non-beliefs, you know. And, like, if you watch my videos on a regular basis, you know, like, my husband is a complete atheist and our relationship works out just fine. We respect each other's opinions and the belief systems, you know. And, but for some reason, it really helped me focus. And recently I've been thinking, like, maybe I do need to get back to being, like, praying on my knees. Maybe it's just about the act. And it was also something about the act of going upstairs. And that was the last thing that I would do before I went into the bedroom and got ready for bed, you know? So then I would do that. And then I would come upstairs and I kept my gratitude lists. I kept them in this, like, book. If you guys watch my videos back then, you'll know I kept them in this notebook that I got from that Hunt a Killer that I did that rant on. True story, I think that is the only thing I got out of that Hunt a Killer subscription box. The rest of it was total junk. But anyway, that lip smackers that Alicia sent me is, like, still on my lips. Like, it really hasn't faded. It says a lot for lip smackers, don't you think? But anyway, and then I would go upstairs to the bedroom and I would go in the bathroom and I would, you know, take everything off and I would, like, put a robe on and then I would wash my face with a Kalamazoo beard wash. And then, I mean, I literally had this whole skincare regimen that I would do at night. I don't know if you guys used to watch back in the day, but I did, like, you know, the Laneige, like, lip, overnight, like, lip mask. And then I would do, it stopped, and I don't even know when it stopped, to be honest. Like, I looked at it, and it said 23 minutes and something, so I knew I was at the end, and then I just looked over, and it was stopped. But anyway, I was talking about, like, my nighttime skincare routine. So what I would do is, I would come into the bedroom, I don't think I said this before, but I would plug in my phone, and I would turn it down, okay, so I couldn't see it. And then I would go in the bathroom, and I would, like, take off all my clothes, and I would put on a robe, and I would wash my face with that Lush Kalamazoo face wash, beard and face wash. I love that. And then I would I like to have this whole facial regimen that I would do, and I would take my contacts out, which half the time now I don't even take my contacts out. I mean, some days I go, you guys, it's horrible. Some days I go 3, 4, 5 days in a row with like sleeping in my contacts. It's really bad. And so I would do the Laneige lip mask, hydrating lip mask, and then I would do like the Belief, or I have a couple different kinds of hydrating facial masks that I really like. And then what else did I do on my face? There was like 4 or 5 things that I would do. And then I would spray it with this Bath & Body Works like primer spray that somebody had sent me. There was also a MAC one that somebody sent me that I really liked. And then I would finish it all off with the Dewy Mist spray from Tatcha, because Elle Leary Artistry, if you haven't checked out Elle Leary, go check her out. She's one of the coolest people in the entire world. But she had sent that to me. She actually sent me 3 bottles last time. And I love that stuff. So anyway, I would do that every night, and I totally noticed a noticeable change, you know? And then I would get up in the mornings, and I would do, like, before I even left the house to go get coffee, I would do the, what do you call it? The, Lush Cup of Coffee face mask. I haven't done that in so long. I don't do this nighttime routine with my skin as much as I used to. And the thing is it really kind of like relaxed the whole process, other than it being great for your skin, which I believe that it is. It would really kind of like, that whole process just kind of relaxed me, you know, and got me into kind of like a softer state. And, a softer state. Well, you know what I mean. Like, it just kind of relaxed my mind a little bit, because I'd sit there and I would do all that kind of stuff. I don't know. It was just relaxing. And the smells were relaxing, you know, because I'm using all of these products that have like chamomile and lavender and all these kinds of, the watermelon. The last hydrating face mask that I got was watermelon. I think it's Laneige, actually. And Laneige and Tatcha are probably my 2 favorite skincare products. But anyway, I got, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to wear La Mer, but I can't necessarily afford that. And don't buy it for me. I'm dead serious. Don't somebody out there buy it for me. That, spend your money on yourself. Like, that's not even worth. I think $300 skincare is borderline ridiculous. But anyway, so yeah, so like I would do all that kind of stuff, and then I would go lay in bed with the dogs and stuff, and they would already be kind of asleep, and I would lay there and the fan would be like all over me, and I could smell all those smells, and it just was very relaxing. And then I would fall asleep kind of like that. I wouldn't like, because before I would be like constantly like pick up phone, notes, pick up phone. I would have to write things in notes and email things to myself so I didn't forget it. And I wouldn't do that because I had kind of gotten into this routine of just, when I come into the bedroom, you're done with the phone. It's time to put your mind at ease. And they always say that anyway, that you should not be on your phone 20 to 30 minutes before you go to sleep, because it makes you relax a little bit more. So I don't know. I had a really scary dream tonight. I don't know why I'm like not getting it out of my head. But it was like this TV show that I was watching, and it was like what happened at the end of the TV show. It was like the end of the season, the series or the season or something. And then like, it was like a reality show. I'm sure it's because I was watching Dragula before I went to bed. But they like announced the winner and stuff. And then like, they like scanned in to this like hole in the wall. And then this hole in the wall, it was kind of like in my dream insinuating that somebody was standing there like looking in. It was really spooky. And I woke up and I was kind of like I got kind of scared for a second. And that was like earlier in the night when I woke up, and I went back to bed after that. I love that Dragula show. It is so good. I'm gonna be kind of sad when I get done with the 2nd season. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I did every single night before I went to bed, and it really, really relaxed me. I mean, like, you know, and the thing is, you don't have to be any kind of spiritual person to have some kind of spiritual ending to your day. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be this, like, and I'm not by any means any kind of spiritual guru, and I don't claim to be, but I do have a spiritual process that I do before I go to bed. And you can find out whatever that is for you and whatever works for you and do that, you know? Whether that's just writing down a list of all of the positive things that happen throughout the day, or, you know, like Linda Picone's daily book of positive quotations. There are nighttime meditations like that as well. Like I read the Amy Dean book. Now the Amy Dean book, I think it's called Nightlight. Oh God, there's those trees again. I swear I thought I saw somebody standing there. Nightlight tends to be recovery based, and it does tend to be a little kind of like spiritual religion, God stuff. So if you don't like that, you won't like it. But there are a lot of like nighttime meditations, you know, or just meditations before you go to bed. Positive thinking, or drink a cup of sleepy time tea, or drink a cup of like, you know, chamomile tea before you go to bed, or take a lavender bath, or, you know, whatever. There's all kinds of things that you can do. Make your own nighttime ritual, but I can tell you that it totally makes a difference, you guys. I mean, it really, really makes a difference. And then it also, I think, makes the whole process of like going to sleep like so much more enjoyable. It's kind of like, it's not just like, oh, fall into bed. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I've gotten back to that, where I just like fall into bed. And then it's like, wake up, fall into bed, wake up. And you know what I mean? Like, I kind of miss there being some order or structure to how I did my day. And so I think to some degree, I'm saying all this and making this video and wanting to make the Peterisms video because I think that it's important for me to get back to that nighttime ritual, because I definitely was 100 times more peaceful in the evenings, you know, and like I would sleep a lot better. Not that I don't sleep well now, I do. I just think that, I think to go to sleep with a very relaxed mind, and then to start your day out, to go to bed with a very relaxed mind, and then to start your day with a very relaxed mind through peace and serenity, prayer, meditation, whatever works for you, then you're framing your day with peace and relaxation. And for me, when I was doing that diligently, I just was like so calm, you know what I mean? And I still feel pretty calm, but I just think I was happier when I was doing that. I just need to get back to it. I was happier. The other thing is, when I did that book, that magic book by the woman that wrote The Secret, like that book, like I was so happy doing that book too. And I keep on saying that I'm going to start it, and then I never do. So I need to do that. But anyway, so that's kind of my nighttime ritual. How much water do I have left? Because I don't want to be out of water, and this water is so good. What else did I do? Well, that's my nighttime. I'm not there yet. Oh, I did a live stream tonight. Well, I went and got food. The Impossible Whopper from Burger King, I know. And, somebody just commented on my review of, I was saying in my live stream tonight, like one of my pet peeves, I mean, honestly, is when people comment on my videos, and it's like, okay, let's say if I do a drama video, right? And, I do it about James Charles. And in the video, I say, James Charles just announced in a video today that he is going to be having a beauty competition, a reality show, okay? And then I call the video James Charles big announcement. I will right away get a comment from somebody and say, you don't even know what you're talking about. It's actually that James Charles announced that he's doing a beauty competition reality show. And I'm like, you obviously didn't watch any of the video whatsoever, okay? Obviously, because if you did, you would know that I had talked about that in there. So that's frustrating to me. But I went to, like, I can see my comments, like when somebody comments on them, even if the video is from like a year ago or whatever. And so somebody commented on my Impossible Burger, and they said something like, insinuating that I wasn't like a vegetarian, because they said, because I got mayonnaise on it, and they said, mayonnaise has eggs in it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not a vegan. I'm a vegetarian. I've never claimed to be vegan. People say that stuff to me all the time. I'm like, I'm not vegan. I'm a vegetarian, you know? So, and I say it in like a lot of my review videos when I'm eating food and stuff. I say I'm not vegan, I'm a vegetarian. I was talking to somebody, who was I talking to recently, that said that they were vegan, but then they like started saying all this stuff like that, but they eat fish sometimes, and they wear leather, and I'm like, but so then you're not vegan. And they're like, well, it's your definition versus my definition. I said, call it whatever you want. You know what I mean? So I guess maybe that's where the confusion is with people, but I don't claim to be a vegan. Like, I'm not. And it is what it is. I've always thought it would be very difficult to be vegan. Like, especially 100% pure vegan, because like where you do not wear leather and you don't use honey. I mean, there are so many things out there, like as a vegetarian, that I do not know. Like, honest to God, when I started like this journey, because I started it on YouTube this time, right? Like, I did not know that certain candy has like gelatin in it, and that gelatin's bad. And as soon as I say this on here, I guarantee you in the comment sections, like 3 or 4 people will say, you're a vegetarian, you're not vegan, you can eat gelatin. And then the other people will say, no, you're a vegetarian, you can't eat gelatin. So there's like, I still don't know the answer to that, like whether or not. And if you Google it, it will say, because there's a difference between being a vegetarian in real life and being a vegetarian on YouTube, where people are like watching your every move. It's just the truth, I'm just saying, right? So if you Google it and you're like, do vegetarians eat gelatin? It'll come up like different articles, but like most of the articles will say it depends on the vegetarian. And I'm like, well, that doesn't give me any, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Can somebody let me know? So if you are a vegetarian, let me know in the comment sections below. But what I love so much is whenever I talk about this stuff, because I have a friend that is very much this way. She has literally been a vegetarian for over 30 years, and she's like my age. And, so she was, you know, like, and part of it is because she is, she's Indian, and so it's, you know, her whole family, I don't think it has anything to do with her being Indian, I don't know, but she said to me a lot of people that are Indian, they are vegetarians as well, and her whole family is vegetarian, and so she's been vegetarian forever, right? And so she was like, she's so good for me, because whenever I'll say something to her, she just laughs. And she'll be like, Peter, the amount of cross-contamination that you get when you go to restaurants, you cannot control this. She's like, you try so hard to be a good vegetarian. And she was like, you do so much better than most people do. She's like, you need to just stop beating yourself up about it. She's so good about it. She's like, you know, you try your best, and then if you mess up, or there's something in something, you'll find out about it. She goes, 90% of the time it'll make you sick, and you'll find out that way, because there'll be something in it and you'll be like, oh God, my stomach hurts. That happened when we went to Benihana, because we used to go to Benihana a lot with Jason and Melissa, because they love it, and I got veggie fried rice and they all got regular fried rice with like chicken or shrimp or whatever in it. I got so sick that night, and I was telling my friend about that, and she was like, yeah, it's cross-contamination, that happens all the time. I talked about that on here when it happened. So, you know, I just do the best that I can. You know, it is what it is. So then tonight I also did a lot. I don't even know why I was talking about that, but so somebody let me know about gelatin. I don't know about that. But I just steer clear of those jelly. I know I can eat Swedish fish, which is great because that's my favorite candy. But I steer clear of the other gummy candies because I just don't know about them. So anyway, then tonight I also did a live stream, and I did it for about 45 minutes on YouNow. And I made an announcement over there tonight, so in case you weren't in the live stream, I'm just gonna say it on here, that going forward, what I'm gonna do is, so I am supposed to keep my subscription button on you now, which means people can subscribe and all that kind of stuff. I am supposed to do 8 live streams a month. It used to be 12, but I was like, listen, nobody needs 12 live streams of Peter Monn a month, plus 5 videos a day. Okay, let's just be for real. That's oversaturation. Is it like going out? Okay. Nobody wants that much Peter Monn. Nobody cares that much, right? I feel like it's going really bad in and out tonight. Is it? And I just kind of catch it out of the corner of my eye. So anyway, it's kind of pretty back there, isn't it? I'm always looking at the scenery. So they moved it to 8 a month. But I also, part of it was I wanted to go live on other platforms. I wanted to be able to go live on Instagram, and I wanted to go live on YouTube, because I had never been able to do that, right? Because my contract before said that it was exclusive to you now. So, and I'm just being 100% transparent. So anyway, so they were like, yeah, sure, you can do that. And so now it's 8 times a month. Well, then I went on YouTube, and I went on it twice, and I kind of caught the bug 2 or 3 times, because it's a lot more people. So, for example, on you now, where I'll get 50 to 100 people, and for the book club, maybe 30 or 40 that are, actively in the book club. And on YouTube, I get like 1,000 to 2,000, 1,500. I think it was 1,400 about I had last time. Well, that's the bigger audience of people that get to see me doing the live streams that aren't used to me doing it because they don't have the YouNow app or whatever. The thing is that the chat goes so fast. And even though I can still see people in there that come into my YouNow stream is a lot more intimate. Like somebody said, they just find it that way tonight. They're like, it's just a lot more intimate in here. So what I think I'm gonna do is, going forward, is I'm gonna do 2 live streams, and I have them right now scheduled to do Fridays and Mondays, but I don't know, I may just like whenever, if I'm feeling like it. Doing 2 live streams a week on YouNow, and then 1 live stream probably every other week max on YouTube. Maybe once every week, but probably every other week. And just so you know, I will not be saving those live streams on YouTube, okay? I did, when I very first started YouNow, like I will simultaneously live stream them on YouTube, and I would keep them both up. I'm not doing that anymore. I haven't done that for a while, so people are speculating why I took down my live streams that have been up over there. The reason why is because, to me, okay, this is just my channel, I can only speak to my channel, it's not cohesive to have like, Jaclyn Hill drama, James Charles drama, live stream. It doesn't look cohesive. So I don't want that over there, because for me, it's not clean. I don't like how it looks. So when my live stream is over on YouTube, it will be deleted. So, I'm sure somebody will record it out there and probably throw it up somewhere. You can find it somewhere. I'm just saying, I don't care about that. It's not to me that I care that it's up there. I don't really care that it's up there or not. Like, if I did my live streams on another channel, I guess I could do that. I hadn't thought about that, like maybe on my vlog channel and just keep them up or something. But still, that wouldn't make sense, Like, I like my stuff to make sense. Like, I'm very, I'm a lot OCD, so I like it to look concise and look clean, and it just doesn't make sense otherwise. So some of my older ones from a couple years ago were still up there, but that one was when my channel was kind of all over the place. So that's just gonna be how it is, and I will probably just randomly do those YouTube ones. I probably won't, I may give an announcement and say, I think today I said I was gonna do a live stream, and I didn't end up doing it on YouTube. I did it on YouNow, but I also don't know the best times to do it. Like, it seems like some people like the weekends and some people don't, and it sure doesn't seem like a Friday tonight at all. I don't know why. But anyway, so then Alex went out to dinner. Now, I've never met this girl. I thought I had. This is a girl that, well, he went out to dinner with his friend Sarah and another friend of his that they were friends in high school. And then they all lived in a house together at IU, at Indiana University. And then this other girl was one of their housemates their senior year. And I've never met her because I don't know where she lives, but she always just comes into town, I guess, like once a year or once every other year for like 2 days or something. So I've never met her. But anyway, they went out to dinner tonight. They were out to dinner for a couple hours. They had a great time. And they went to this restaurant here in town. It's called Cholita. It's a Mexican restaurant they just opened, and it's like a big deal. Everybody's loving this restaurant in Indianapolis. So they went to Cholita tonight. And then that's when I did my live stream and got my Impossible Burger and watched Dragula, which I am completely obsessed with Dragula. And my favorite thing to do right now is to get food and eat it and then watch Dragula. I know, don't ask. So anyway, I did that. And then, like, I'm kind of hungry for food right now than to watch Dragula. I'm just saying. So anyway, I did that, and then, what else did I do? Oh, and then I got off there, and people were talking about the Disney bundle in my live stream. And I was like, now Alex loves Disney movies, and he loves Marvel movies, and I've wanted the Hulu, okay? And people were talking about how you could get this bundle that was like the Hulu and this Disney Plus. Have y'all heard about Disney Plus? So they just came out with this app. It's also like you can get it on watch on the computer, and it's supposedly like all these Disney. I don't think it's not every Disney movie. It's like all these Disney movies and blah 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 whatever, right? And you can watch them over there on this Disney Plus. So I got on this Disney Plus thing. I've been wanting to get the Hulu anyway because I want to watch that Handmaid's Tale. I think I actually want to listen to the book on Audible first, and then I want to watch the show. So anyway, I was, and I'm still not done with Let It Snow yet. Oh my God, it's driving me crazy. I've got to like start getting into some books. Like I am like really wanting to be on a reading frenzy, and I feel like I am like cleaning up this cabinet, cleaning up this closet, posting these. I feel all over the place, y'all, and you can see it probably in this vlog tonight because I'm talking about this, talking about that, talking about this, talking about that. Anyway, so I got the Disney Hulu bundle. I got it. I was all excited because I was like, I'm going to surprise Alex with it. Well, he wasn't very excited about it. He goes, are you ready to get rid of cable yet? And I go, well, hell no. He goes, you don't want to get rid of cable yet, but now we have Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus. Oh, we also got the ESPN thing because it's a bundle. It was like $13.99, you guys, or $12.99 or something like that for the bundle. And for the bundle a month, okay, you get the Hulu, you get the Disney Plus. I know I say that before everything. Okay, whatever, get over it. You get the Hulu, you get the Disney Plus, and you get ESPN Plus or something like that, which I don't even know what that is because I don't watch sports, so it doesn't matter. But you get all of that, right? I think that's totally worth it. I think that's very cool. So anyway, but I was going through there tonight and I was like, there's really not, like, there's like 10 or 15 Disney movies on there. They're like the mainstays, but there's not like, I mean, not every, oh yeah, this is what I wanted. I want to try this holiday. Ooh, I love this one. It smells like apple spice. There's apple cider. But there's like some on there that I'm thinking right now. Hold on a second, it's gonna stop. Like, I'm thinking right now, there's no like on, they have like all the Pixar movies. They have all the Marvel ones, which is why I got it for Alex. He's like, well, I've seen all the Marvel movies. I'm like, so he likes the Disney movies, but like they have all the Disney movies on there, but not really. They don't, you know. So I don't know. It's still cool. And I wanted the Hulu anyway, so the Hulu will be worth it. The Hulu. The Hulu that she do. Oh my God, you guys. Do you know that Jaclyn Hill calls herself a CEO? I just could not get over that when I kept on watching that video today. I've heard her say it before, but it was a little much to me today when I saw it in there. I don't know why. It just cracks me up so much. She does that. So anyway, so I was playing 101 Dalmatians, which is probably the only which is probably one of the only Disney movies I watched as a kid. And Alex is like, I thought you said you had never seen it before. Oh, he goes, have you ever seen it before? And I go, yeah, about 100 times. My friend and I, we went, my one friend that I had in elementary school, oh, no, maybe it was like 5th or 6th grade. We used to go and watch it, like, I swear 3 times a week at the Castleton Mall. There was this movie theater in the Castleton Mall, and we used to go there all the time. I don't remember what grade we were, 5th or 6th or something. But anyway, we went and saw that movie about 1,000,000 times, and we would eat at Chick-fil-A that was right next door. Our moms would drop us off, and that's what we would do. Every time we would go to the movie theater, we'd see that. I remember I went to that same movie theater and I saw The Morning After with Jane Fonda, and I fell in love. I thought that movie was so good. Did you ever see that movie, The Morning After with Jane Fonda? Oh my God, it's so good, you guys. If you have never seen it, you need to see it. So it's about this woman, and she wakes up, Jane Fonda is fantastic in it, and she wakes up and she's an alcoholic, and she like had a blackout the night before, and she wakes up with a dead body next to her, and she doesn't remember killing the guy, she doesn't remember how it happened, and so she's on the run. It's such a great movie. Jeff Bridges is in that. Is it Jeff Bridges that's in that? I feel like I've been talking a lot about Jeff Bridges movies lately, but anyway, that movie is really good. So I'm thinking about doing a review tomorrow of the Disney Plus. I don't know, we'll see. Is this Hardee's open? Because I could really use a Diet Dr. Pepper. Oh, it is. Or a Frisco burger with no meat, a large hash brown. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Say no. Drive by, keep on driving, keep on driving. This, I would love to show you guys, but this Hardee's right here, let me just tell you what I love about it. There was a group of like, because I go through there sometimes for breakfast, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. There was a group of, which means it's super late, it's 6:16 a.m. There's a group of old guys, like probably 6 or 8 old guys that go in there, and they're in there for breakfast all the time, at like right when the doors open. Like their trucks are sitting in the parking lot, and then like when the doors open, they all like go in. And I love that. There's something about it that I absolutely love, that they're just like this group of friends that have gone there and eaten breakfast forever, you know? And one time I went in there, I almost kind of wondered if they weren't like 12-step program friends, because that's very like 12-step program thing to kind of do something like that and then go to like a 7 o'clock meeting or whatever, because there was a 7 o'clock meeting right up the street, and I was like, I wonder if those are guys that like go to the 7 o'clock meeting. My grandpa, my dad's dad, he was a homicide detective, and when he retired, every day with like his good buddy, they would go to breakfast like at 5 o'clock in the morning, and like at some diner, and it was a bunch of them, like all like retired like homicide detectives that would go and have breakfast at this place. And that's how my grandfather died one summer. Like I was actually there in the summer when it happened, and he was driving his car and he just had a massive heart attack and went like that and just died. That's how my grandpa died. He was 74 years old. My grandfather was the youngest. He was an infant of like 5, and like 5 or 6 kids, maybe more than that. And I don't remember. Anyway, it was horrible what had happened. He was an infant, and there was a house fire, and nobody survived, and somebody threw my grandfather out of the 2nd story window, like to somebody, and they caught him. And everybody else, you know, like in the house fire died. And so my grandfather was like the sole survivor of that family. And then he was adopted. So my family, my last name is actually not Monn. I mean, like, it is because he was adopted. But, like, it's actually something else. Isn't that weird? Which I know what it is, but isn't that so strange? And a couple of times in my life, like, I've ran, because I've probably shared what it is on here. It's not really that big of a deal. But it's, like, a name that's unique, but it's not that unique. You know what I mean? And so, like, I've ran into people that had that name, and I'm always like, God, I wonder if we're, like, indirectly related. Well, not indirectly related, that we would be related. What is over here? Okay, they now have this place called the Fisher's District, and they have a Kincaid's massage Kincaid's fish. Oh my God, they have a Rise. This is really nice. They're building apartments up there. Oh my God, I am super impressed. This is really nice through here. I said that this wasn't going to be a long vlog, and it's now like, what? Almost an hour long. Well, I try to make them about an hour every night. I try to make them like a podcast. Oh, so anyway, I was watching the 101 Dalmatians on my phone. And we were all snuggled in bed, and it was so cute because it was like Alex was like laying down and I had it like next to his head, and Pee-Pee was like sitting up and he was like watching it like this, and Boo and Tucker were like, they didn't have any clue what was going on, but Pee-Pee was watching it. And so like I fast forwarded it to the part where they do like the midnight howl, you know, like when they're communicating about the puppies and they're like, oh, anyway, and Pee-Pee was like, and Alex goes, he really is watching it. And I go, I know he is. Like, Pee-Pee was really watching it. He was like watching the whole thing. He could like, you could see that his eyes were like watching the screen. And then like every time it would bark or howl, he would go. It was so cute. It was the cutest thing. My dogs are so sweet. I love them so much. Fresh and so clean. Tastes so good. It tastes so good. So fresh and so clean. I'm like kind of up. I don't know what, like, I don't want to be up because I'm going to be real tired in 12 hours when I'm going to this holiday party, but I'm like kind of awake. So fresh and so clean. I feel like there's another way for me to put this straw in here, but I don't know how really to do it. Oh. I need to drink more water. I need to do more of my skincare regimen. Oh my God, the battery is dying. I cannot believe it. Well, even though I have a whole other battery, I'm going to get off here now. That is a sign that I need to end this live stream, to end this vlog and get off here now. I can't believe that it's flashing. Anyway, and I didn't know this grocery store was open this early. Anyway, I'm going to get off here now. I hope you guys are having an amazing Saturday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, do not have other plans. Make the most of your day. Do something today that will make you happy. Do something fun, like getting Disney Plus like I did. I actually think that it's not a bad deal for, you know, what I paid for the bundle for that and the Hulu, on a side note. But anyway, let me know if you think it's worth it. I think I'm gonna do a review of it on my review channel. Anyway, have an amazing Saturday unless you have other plans. But like I always say, do not have other plans. Make the most of your day. You're exchanging a day of your life for it. Life is not a dress rehearsal. Do something today that you will look back on and it will make you happy, or it will make you proud, or it'll be a fun memory or a meaningful memory. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and you say, I love you, you are valuable, you are worthy, and you are important. And believe it in your heart. And most importantly, make sure that you take that worth and you pass it on to somebody else and let them know how important they are to you, and that they impact your life. Just call somebody up, just tell somebody in the store, just let somebody know. Cheer somebody else up, make somebody else's day positive today. It's real easy for us to do that. Pass the love on, you know? And, yeah. And, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. By the way, thank you for watching my video, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and make sure that you're still subscribed to my channel and all of my channels if you are subscribed to them. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my vlogs, and I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.